What's happening, brother? Welcome to the podcast. I would like to know the meaning behind your DJ name, Kratex.
Everyone gets disappointed.
Let's talk about Taambdi Chaamdi.
Yes.
How does it feel having your track being released on Spinnin Records?
Yeah. That
Over
was,
15 million views and counting. Did you ever think that it would go so
that
viral?
track wasn't made thinking that it will be a hit.
First, can you please explain me what is Taambdi Chaamdi?
So Taambdi Chaamdi means
Which is your favorite club to perform at?
sadly that venue is no more now. I have a very emotional thing over there.
They booked you for the
First time, and I was, as I said, that gig changed my life. Like I wanted to do a gig again there, but because that place changed everything for me.
So what got you into electronic dance music?
So when I got my first computer, so in these earlier days where I used to like share music with friends, pen drive and leke.
So how did you get into, like, how did you blend Marathi house music with house music? How did that happen?
This happened to me when I did my first solo trip to like Amsterdam, ADE. I was curious, why is every top DJ from Netherlands?
Wait a minute, but what were you doing?
I was doing a job, 9 to 5 job. People didn't understand what I'm doing. But I made like a couple of Indianized house music, which I got a little bit success. I got noticed by big producers. Like I thought, I understand that if there's a house gig and techno gig, you cannot play Marathi. No one can just go to a DJ and Marathi play. It cannot happen. But if it's a Bollywood gig where a Punjabi song is played,
why not a
Bhojpuri song is played,
why not a Marathi?
Why not? And they're just requesting. They are not telling you to play the entire thing Marathi, right? Then I just tweeted this Marathi Vaajlach Pahije. That's how it started. Then that post became like a complaint box.
Like you just recently toured Australia. How was it? Like any special memory from that tour?
Australia tour was a special thing for me.
And are you excited about your upcoming USA tour?
Yeah, of course. Like US tour, to matlab it's a dream for every artist. Not a dream, but every artist wants a US tour.
Can you talk about Javelska?
So Javelska is a track I made with my friend Fenny, who I became friends with by a very weird thing.
Do you think about legacy?
There's a world before we exist and there's a world after we exist. So the world after I exist, I think so it's a world where people look at Marathi music with respect.
What's happening, brother? Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks a lot for inviting me.
I know you just got back from the gig. So how was it?
Crazy as usual. This was a college gig again in Pune.
Symbiosis.
Yeah, this was my first time in Symbiosis, and what a response. Every time I'm in Pune, like my first gig started from Pune, and every time in Pune,
it's special.
The love just resonates from people, and that's what I really like. Like I like to be in that moment more. Like
nice. Is the energy still high?
Yeah.
It's
all the time.
It's about 1:40 a.m. right now.
Yeah.
We ready to go?
Yes, of course.
So before we dive in, I would like to just make a quick shout out to Yknot and your manager, the stud, Rock, for making this podcast happen. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So let's dive in.
Yes.
So what got you into electronic dance music?
First, it was all because of my dad. Like I got into music in the first place because my dad used to like be the guy like we used to have the first ever CD player in our house. Like we were living in a chawl, but still like we had that. We had like that Aiva cassette player, which was the first ever Walkman. So I had all these things. So he was a quite music enthu guy. So every time music used to just play in our house. And when I lost him when I was a kid, all I got was his music. Like the CDs he burnt of like customized like bar ke rakha hai music of different taste, and it's not like ek type ka music. It's like I'm listening to Bollywood music one day, next day I'm listening to Vam's album, next day I'm listening to a Qawwali thing, then I'm listening to... So he was a very versatile music listener because he used to travel a lot because of his job. So music was a thing, and that got me into music, to explore music, because that is also a skill.
Yeah.
Some people, are chalo, baja diya and I like it. that is just listening. But then you get to explore music. Who's the music director? Who has made this song? I should listen to more of this music director's music. So that got me to collecting a lot of music. So when I got my first computer, so in these earlier days where I used to like share music with friends, pen drive लेके, तो a friend of mine just gave me a hard disk. देख मेरे पास है, ले ले तू जो music है. This is how we used to share. तभी internet इतना भी fast नहीं था. So he gave me a hard disk and उसमें there was a lot of music over there, a lot of pop music. And that time I discovered Black Eyed Peas first. Black Eyed Peas wasn't a electronic band. It was a pop band used to use electronic things. And that song called The Time, Dirty Bit. It has that sound. Yeah. And I was like, what weird sound is this? But that didn't get me much into it. Then I heard Akon, because Akon was like famous in India.
Of course.
And then I heard Akon's Sexy Chick. And I was like, what is this sound? Why is it? Because music, मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि म्यूजिक बनता है मतलब देयर इज अ गिटारिस्ट एंड यू नो यू हैव दैट इमेज इन योर माइंड कि एक गिटारिस्ट है, एक कोई कीबोर्ड प्ले कर रहा है, कोई ड्रम्स प्ले कर रहा है, बट ये कौन सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट बज रहा है, ये कौन सा साउंड है, ये कौन सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. देन आई गॉट टू नो दिस इज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक म्यूजिक. सो डेविड गेटा वाज माय लाइक start into understanding because even in Black Eyed Peas he produced a lot of Black Eyed Peas tracks. So that connected because his name wasn't on the track but he produced it. So I got to know, acha, this is called electronic music. This is made inside a computer. Like you don't need anything else. You just need that program, software, and you can make music in that. That got me really fascinated. It was like you can build a castle at your home. Like I love castles but I cannot build a big castle. It's like same. I love music but I don't know how
to play an
instrument. Or this is my gateway. I want to express what I want to like. I just want to put my ideas. And this was when I got on, like, because when I got this software, FL Studio, yeah.
Everyone
started to that. So one of my friend gave me a CD कि देखो इसमें से बनता है electronic music. So then I fiddled around the software for like few months, didn't understand anything. Because back then YouTube was there, but we didn't have internet accessible as it is right now.
Yeah, not fast internet.
And it was expensive, so everyone didn't have it at home. No one had smartphones.
Yeah.
So whatever YouTube used to access was very blurry and like, so the only internet I accessed was these blogs of how to make electronic music. So then I went through, wrote like in my books, okay, this is how step 1, wow. Step 2, okay, open, file, open, ye karo.
Really?
Yeah, I still have that book. So I did that and then I started making like this chipmunky sounds, which didn't sound good, but I was proud of it. I made a song. That was, because I'm not trained making music, neither anyone in my family has made music. Maybe like 10 generations, no one has made music yet. So I was like, this is fun. And I wasn't serious ki I should make a career out of this or anything. This was just, I liked it. I should show it to my friends. Simple. So that, you can say that answers the thing that got me into electronic music, because I was doing my computer engineering. I'm very fond of computers, video games and all this. So I'm like very geeky type of person. So I understood this smaller software things, like how to make your music. So that made me love electronic music, because my love of tech, my designing and all these like geeky nerdy stuffs and music. This was like a very good
culmination.
Culmination of two things which I loved. So like, this is cool, I'll do it. But I wasn't serious that I want to do electronic music for life.
It was just like a hobby at that time.
I loved what I'm doing. I just made music for myself. Chalo, this is nice. This is nice music. So yeah, this is how electronic music came to me.
So you started listening to David Guetta first.
Yeah.
That was electro and
pop electronic music.
Yeah, and he's like, he gets a lot of heat, but he has been a massive like he has made a big mark for people. He's opened doors for so many people to come and produce music for different artists. He's made dance music very mainstream.
Yes.
So he gets a lot of shit for it, but he's actually done a lot.
Yeah, great work will always have hate.
Yeah.
No great work in this world is loved by everyone.
Correct.
It's been hated by equal amount of people. It's been loved. compared to It's Been Loved With.
I mean, everyone misses the old David Guetta. You can go on YouTube. You can hear his old sets from Space from 90s.
I even heard his first album, Just a Little More Love, wala thing. That the first earlier, even Get Up Luster and all that stuff, which is very electronic. World Is Mine and all those tracks. And I also saw his documentary. So I saw his life journey of how he
evolved. We kept evolving. Yeah.
And how he embraced change.
Yes.
You can complain about 100 things in life.
Yes.
I can sit here complain about why is this sofa like this. Why? But embracing change is a quality. It's your life skill.
Yes.
If you're not happy with what's new, see, things are going to change. It's not going to stop changing because you hate it.
Correct.
If you hate something, then create something which is which you're capable of. Because if you're capable of hating something, means you see a better thing.
Yes.
Better version of that in your mind. And if you cannot bring that, then you're useless.
There's no point cribbing about it.
You're just hating.
Yes.
But if you hate something, bring that better version of yours, whatever you're looking at the hate for. Let's say I don't like this chair. Means I have a better version of this chair in my head. So what's the point if I can't make a chair? I'll make a chair which is better looking than this.
Yes.
Instead of talking how bad this chair is.
Yes.
So I think so that is the one quality in David Guetta. He is okay that a rapper can also make an electronic track. Which is that guy. Again, he made tracks with Lil Wayne and these people who have never made electronic music. Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg never made electronic music. Even Snoop Dogg, there's this part in the interview where he says he promised Snoop Dogg that this track is going to be in top 10. And he didn't believe him that time. But let's do it. And it was in top 10 later on. So he's okay to embrace change. He's not complaining.
Yeah.
And that's what I really loved about his entire documentary. And that's the year he was the number one DJ, 2011. Nothing But The Beat documentary. And that album is still my favorite album. That's the only one album I can listen from start till end without skipping.
Which is your favorite track from the album?
Where Them Girls At. And Without You.
Nice.
Yeah. Where Them Girls At, Without You is like something happens to me. Like I instantly get transferred to 2012.
You get teleported back to those days, right?
Without You is no doubt. Like that song, when I hear that song, instantly I feel I'm in college right now. And that it has something in the song. So
nice.
Yes.
So how did you get into, like, how did you blend Marathi house music with house music? How did that happen?
So first of all, I knew what house music is, but I didn't knew the significance house music had on the electronic scene. I didn't knew that all genres have come from house music. I didn't knew that. This happened to me when I did my first solo trip to like Amsterdam, ADE.
When was that?
2019. I was curious, why is every top DJ from Netherlands? Like, why is this? Means, क्या मतलब पानी अलग होता है वहाँ पे?
This is what everyone used to say. There's something in the water.
Yeah, something in the water or air. What is it? So I used to just think, but then I one day like I wasn't earning that much also. I just took a return flight ticket to Amsterdam. Like wasted all my savings. I just took bank account was like 3 digits maybe. Once I took the tickets.
Wait a minute, but what were you doing?
I was doing a job, 9 to 5 job.
Okay, what was that?
I was a front-end developer first, then I got into UI UX design.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I did that for quite a while, but when I did this trip, I wasn't big in the career.
Okay.
I was like earning decent amount.
And DJing happened?
So DJing, I was curious since college.
Okay.
Yeah, I first saw a DJ in my freshers party. I never knew what that console and what that is. So I got curious. Then electronic music thing happened and all that. Then I was like, yeah, this is really nice. Then I stood like DJ at my friends' things. Like I've even DJed at those Garba events where I just went to a friend and like he used to, "Arey chal thoda play kar tu bhi." So वो tractor vector पे I did that.
You learned on the job.
हाँ मतलब I just went there because I wanted to touch that thing.
Yeah.
What happens if I do this? What happens if I do
turn this note?
Yeah, so I was very curious about that. And that's why then I explored the whole world of what is DJing, who are the top DJs of the world, what is that. Then every time this Amsterdam thing came in between. What? Then I was like, what is in this city? So I was like, AD, I knew that AD, there's an event.
Amsterdam
AD.
dance
And
event.
that year when I went, AD was on peak. Like 2019, AD was the best AD. Even they say that. The year I went. Okay. It was like very hyped and like many Dutch DJs were on the rise that time. So I got all my things. I didn't even, that was my first ever flight. I never flew.
Wow.
In a flight before that.
Like no flight?
No flight. Not even domestic.
How was that experience?
I didn't know that visa bhi lagta hai. Visa naam ka koi cheez hota
First thing, how did you get your Schengen visa? That is the big question.
So that is like I figured out by asking people what I need. Then I got to know there are a couple of family via friends who stay over there. I asked them. So I just figured out my way. I think so. That is the number one thing I learned. Take the first step.
Yeah. That's where people fail. They don't take the first step.
So I never traveled anytime. I just took the first step of taking the flight. Then everything will happen.
Yeah.
Your brain will force you to do it. Because you have done it already. You have taken the tickets. अभी refundable नहीं है वो.
Yes.
आपका नुकसान हो जाएगा. तो या तो आप जाओ वहाँ पे या तो वो नुकसान कर दो पैसे का.
Yes.
So I was like कि I have to go there. I need to see what is AD. And I think so 2 years before AD happened in Mumbai, a smaller version of it.
Yeah, they were hosting a few. They did smaller a few editions.
Yeah, but I was like, नहीं ये वाला AD कुछ तो है. Why is every DJ traveling over there?
Yes.
What is so special about it? So I went there in AD, and that time when I explored, like to cut long story short, house music का significance समझ गया मुझे. That how important house music is on this whole scene. So someone recommended me a book which I didn't get, but there's a movie of that book also, Pump Up the Volume. Okay. It's the history of house music.
Okay.
How house music started and how it is right now. Right now मतलब वो तो documentary पुराना है, तो उसके present time के हिसाब से what is house music. So I got to know, मतलब it's a very interesting story like about house music. And I fell in love with that story. Because house music is created by accident.
Yeah.
So house music काफी divine चीज़ है which is supposed to exist, but somehow it was made, the circumstances around it were made to happen so that it will exist. And that was like कि अरे ये मतलब there are many things कि you know the house music, the name of why it's called house because of the place where house.
Yes.
वो जगह का नाम कुछ और होता है, जॉनर का नाम कुछ और होता है. वो डिस्को रिकॉर्ड्स को किसी ने तो रेसिज्म में ये किया था, तो उन्होंने डिस्कोज यूज़ कर दिया और उसमें 808 को लोग फेंक रहे थे, 808 909 को, तो वो यूज़ कर दिया. तो ये सब happened for some reason. So I was like, I need to explore this music a lot. Then I heard all these on and on, फिर तुम्हारा Move Your Body, वो सब tracks. And I Move Your Body, so I felt in love instantly when I heard that, the old one. I was like, there's some drug in this song. It doesn't get out of your ear. Tung, 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 tung. It just feels there. So I was like, I will make house music for my life. I don't care. And it wasn't trending at all. Even today, house music isn't trending. Techno is trending.
Yeah, but tech house is going to enter.
Yeah, tech house is there. But house at its core, like what Defected and all these guys are doing, it's not trending now. So I was like, I will do this music. I love this right now. And before that, I did a lot of trap, big room and all that stuff. Okay. Trap got me a little bit attention. I started getting gigs.
Okay.
In places like Jaipur, like in festivals, small festivals I used to get.
This is before 2019. Okay.
Small gigs. It's not like anything big. Trap, yeah, that got me a little bit attention. But then I moved to house. And I started learning more about house, like watching documentaries of like Larry Levine and these people, Frankie Knuckles and all these people. Yeah. I started to gain more information because I was very curious about it. Ki who are these people? What happened? And what is going on in the house scene? Discovered Defected and these people, like how long they have been doing all this. So that helped me to grow my roots in house music. Marathi is something I never planned, to be very honest. I'm not, many people say, oh, how genius of an idea. No. I never thought that this will be as big as it right now. I think whatever is happening with M House right now, even Marathi House, is because my roots in house music are strong. Not vice versa.
Yeah.
I like Marathi music because I'm Maharashtrian. I have been growing up with Marathi music. But I don't know the history of Marathi music, but it's so big. मुझे years लग जाएंगे समझने में कि मराठी म्यूजिक का ओरिजिन और हिस्ट्री क्या. I like the songs which are around me.
Yes.
Like I came from a chawl, lived in a very, very middle class kind of environment where I hear these songs around me. I didn't go and research my way, what songs are these? No. These all songs which I remix are just around me. But my house roots are strong. So I was like, because I traced back, because house music, when it happened, it was actually these used 909 and 808 plus old disco records. Yes. And it ended racism. That's such a big thing. So a music ended racism because two things fused because of house music. And I was like, I was doing house music, but I was doing this Indian type of house music before. Okay. Like I did Polytech before Polytech existed. So didn't work out. I played in a couple of gigs. People weren't, it was ahead of its time. Yes. Maybe. People didn't understand what I'm doing. But I made like a couple of Indianized house music, which I got a little bit success. I got noticed by big producers, by Chris Lake, by Claude One Stroke, by these people. They just play my tracks. Gordo. Yeah. So one of my track got released on Repopulate Mars, which is again a big label. So from there, I knew I'm doing something different in house music. That's why these people are noticing me. I'm a nobody for these people. Like nobody. I'm not even close to them. Like I don't even live there. So I was like, I'm doing something. But what I noticed is this Indian house music now wasn't honest enough from my side. Because I haven't traveled the entire India. I've been in Maharashtra, been in Mumbai all my life. So how can I be the representative of India? It's not honest. I can put a raga in a house track, but that's not honest. I have never been to a classical show. I have never traveled that much of India. So that's not honest. So I was like, 1 day, 2 days I took just to listen to the kind of music which made me dance. Irrespective of whatever that song is. That song may be a Bollywood song, a Marathi music song. So I just listed all of them, just cut down snippets of the best parts of it and put it in a folder. I used to like use it in samples and like. But then I noticed more than 50% of that was Marathi music. Then I realized, my musical taste is because of Marathi music. So one day I was making something. No, before that, I was very against social media. कि कुछ डालने का नहीं, या focus on your work, ये क्या सब फालतूगिरी social media पे कुछ नहीं डालना. तो one of my friend ऐसे ही out of concern he told me कि have you left your music? Are you doing your career? Out of concern he asked. Yeah. That actually hurted me a lot. कि am I going to quit this 8 years of thing? Is this gone from tomorrow? Because someone has noticed that I am not doing it.
Being your close friend has noticed that you're not
putting out and he anything. Just said out of concern. Yeah. So I was like, at least I'll put something on social media so that people know that I'm produce.
Yeah.
And while I was doing that, I had this idea of like, chalo, why not Marathi? Then I did the first Marathi track only. Then reels, one reel I did, and it wasn't like it blew up and I became viral or anything. I did one. I felt happy about it. Ki chalo ye karte, and there are comments on, "Arey, nice one." I was like, okay, now people know that I have not quit.
Yeah.
I'm still making music. So I'll put this every week. I'll make every week. I'll make one video.
This was which year? Back when you came back from ADA?
No. this happened AD, then I went on AD again.
21
I went.
Yeah.
21 I went on AD again. When I said I did Indian house, I got recognized by this. I got recognized by Afrojack.
Oh.
Yeah, he reviewed my track somewhere and he was like, great thing and all that. Same track which got released on Repopulate. So that time was my more like, I'm doing good music, but something is
Just
not real.
You're trying to find your sound.
Whether not sound, I was like, this is not real. I was like, if I quit my job, will I be happy with this music? That was the question. Because I was doing extremely good at my job. I was at the biggest positions like ever someone can imagine. But I was feeling कि अगर कल ये छोड़ दूंगा तो will I be happy with this music? Honest answer, I was not convinced with that. So I was like Marathi, but I was happy with doing those reels also. चलो ठीक है, this is happening, this is good. I'll make more reels. And then one of the reel was this Mama Chaka wala, which I guess you noticed from my social media that time, and many people noticed that something is cooking, he's doing something.
Yes.
And then I felt, yeah, this is getting picked. Then I got my first show then I met Rock from Reels, and he told me, let's do a show in he trusted me. He had more trust in me than me myself. I didn't thought that ये कुछ show वो कर पाएगा ये music. I didn't knew कि लोग इसके लिए पैसा देके आएंगे भी क्या. This is not that interesting. This is like good social media stuff. मुझे ads आ जाएंगे या तो collaboration आ जाएंगे. ये show का नहीं.
बजाने के लिए.
हाँ, but he had that belief in me कि you can do it. This can happen. This can be a hit thing. And मैं बोला कि I don't have much music in this. I have like 5 tracks made. Yeah. You play your house, na? We'll introduce as a house track, house artist, house and techno artist. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I was playing house music gigs here and there.
Okay.
Then I got that Pune gig, and that changed my whole thing. It was a small gig. It wasn't a big gig. It was 50, 60 people. But everyone came there specifically for me because they wanted to hear those tracks. That time I was like people clicking pictures and all with me. That was a new thing to me. That show changed my entire career. That one small show at Block, Pune. And that's where, and then many DJs started texting me because these videos went viral, no?
Yeah.
When I was playing there. So they texted me ki, Dada, this is so proud. Marathi music was played first time in clubs. I was like, first time matlab kya? Because I wasn't doing much gigs, so I don't know what's going around. So they said Marathi music is not allowed in clubs. They don't allow Marathi music. I'm like, what? Like I thought, I understand that if there's a house gig and techno gig, you cannot play Marathi. No one can just go to a DJ or a Marathi play. It cannot happen. Yeah. But if it's a Bollywood gig where a Punjabi song is played,
why not a
Bhojpuri song is played?
Why not a Marathi?
Why not? And they're just requesting. They are not telling you to play the entire thing Marathi, right? So they said this is a problem.
But you never faced any challenge before that?
We faced later on.
Okay.
Because this was my first gig. This was my just entry into a world which doesn't exist. I don't have no reference. If some DJ does Bollytech now, they have so much reference.
Yes.
मेरे पास reference ही नहीं है. क्या हो रहा है इसके साथ? जो हो रहा मैं ही reference हूँ जो. तो I started doing, and then वो feedback I got from DJs कि Marathi is not played. Then I got a little worried. That one thing I liked in my life is having a threat of not happening something. Yes. Because if people are not going to ban Marathi, अगर लोग ban कर रहे हैं Marathi music, तो मेरा career कैसा होगा? तो I was worried कि ये क्या होगा. And then I just tweeted this Marathi Vaajlach Pahije. That's how it started. And then I posted it as a story also and post also. And then that post became like a complaint box. Everyone said ki, we went in this club, they didn't allow. We went in this club. They tagged clubs also. We went in this club, they didn't allow. We went in this club, they didn't allow. This is the manager we spoke to, they didn't allow. So that point I thought कि this Marathi is music, whatever I am doing, house वगैरह वो सब ठीक है. I have to do it very honestly. because it's going to change something in the world after me. Like my mom says this, that if you live a life, live it to that extent that something changed in the world.
Yes, make a difference.
World change after you.
Yes.
There's a world before you and there's a world after you. The world, you change the world. And that was like, these people they need something right now. And I was looking at why it's not played and all that. Then I realized this Marathi DJs thing, like what is happening with Marathi DJs? What is that? So yes, Marathi DJs is a thing, but it's always like आप गणपति में ही play हो रहा है, वो
Yes.
like that is the image of a Marathi DJ, and that's the challenge I faced. Everyone who said this Marathi DJ, क्या वो थोड़ी मराठी थोड़ी क्या वैसे वैसे, which is right from their end. वो लोग अपने क्लब का वाइब नहीं चेंज करेंगे.
Of course.
He's running a place. It takes lots of rent and money, and you know what it takes.
I mean, I'll like to share a small story. Even when we spoke, when I booked you for Penthouze, that conversation where we had I was also a bit concerned about what kind of people, like, you know.
Correct.
And you explained me that this is how your set is, this is how the vibe of your set is going to be, and this is the kind of people who are going to walk in, and you assured me that there won't be any kind of, you know, issues, and it was a really great gig. I mean that is what you must have discussed with other venues across India as well, right?
So your gig also, I remember there's a story. So I played the guy who did the after movie of Pent got attention by lot of promoters and club owners, because my block party ka after movie came after a time. So Pent before that, Pent came, and everyone was like, this Chandra song I made just for the gig. And everyone was like, who's this guy? Every club owner, they used to text me, promoters. It didn't reach 1 million or anything, but the people it reached were all important people in the scene. So that gave me a good an ease to explain them. Ki dekho, this is how my gig is going to be. Acha, okay. Good crowd, good music, sounds like techno, vibe is good. So that helped me. So that was my challenge, because Marathi DJs, and sorry to say, all these Marathi DJs have spoiled this name themselves. They have like cursed the scene so bad that a guy who wants to do it good is going to be looked like a same category person for them. Like if I say earlier, now though it's not that difficult for me, but earlier when I used to say ki who's this DJ, what Kratex, okay, what does he play? Marathi. I काय Marathi थोडी club मध्ये. Because of these DJs, they are so obvious कि Marathi क्या होने वाला है.
Maybe they didn't know how to kind of get that music to the club.
Exactly.
And you had a good blend of, you know, getting house music also. Maybe when you started out, now you have enough bank of music to play your own exclusive set, but maybe before you had to incorporate
house music
just to keep that vibe. But maybe that is something they couldn't match up to.
So that's the mistake. Like no one has stopped them by browsing internet, right?
Yes.
They browse internet anyways.
Yes.
How are they using Instagram? How are they using Facebook?
I mean, thinking out of the box is something.
Exactly. So maybe it needs curiosity enough to understand a world outside you which you don't see.
But you're a very curious person in nature, right? Starting since you're a kid, you were trying to find music on your computer, and then now
I even had that, I told about that CD player, right? So it had like one record button.
Okay.
So because my dad passed away very earlier, but I wanted to listen to some type of music, but I didn't get the cassettes of it.
Okay.
Like for example, I wanted to listen to Enrique, but there's no Enrique Iglesias cassettes out there. So when I used to wait on MTV to watch it, I used to connect an aux to this player, then press record when that track is played, and then move the record. Then you have one Enrique track in it. Then I want a dirty bit that time. Then then this is played. So I used to like wait entire day to like listen to a track and then put it in the cassette and then listen to the cassette again. So I was more curious into like understanding, and maybe that's a skill you need to have, but Yeah, that was a challenge. As I said, you asked me the question, the challenge. This was the biggest challenge for me, even for my manager, because it's very difficult to convince people at that stage where you're not famous, you don't have much music to explain. So yeah, that was challenging. But now, now it's.
So speaking about your manager Rock, how has your management team World of Vibes helped you shaping your journey?
So Rock, as I mentioned earlier, he is like responsible for most of my career right now. Like Kratex is two people, Krunal and Rock, who are working behind Kratex. Kratex, if we term that as a act or performers.
Yeah.
So he had that belief in me that this can be a sellable performing act, which I didn't believe. I thought this is good music, Instagram, ठीक है, views आ रहे. He had कि नहीं, this is something. And ऐसा नहीं कि because उस पे views आ रहे और तभी इतने नहीं भी आ रहे थे जब भी Rock found me. So I am, and we have the same vision. We know, we both can tell you where we want to go, and this is our goal. And we are very clear about it. So the decisions I make my creative wise, he makes business wise, are based towards going towards that goal. उससे आजू बाजू कुछ आ रहा है, we correct each other. We have that kind of a like brother relationship कि मुंह पे बोल सकता हूँ नहीं पसंद मेरे को. He can tell me I don't like this, and we respect each other. Okay, you don't like that, I won't do it. Because, and that is a very important thing a relationship between a manager and an artist should be. Because at one point, artist will start thinking that everything is happening because of him, which is not true.
Yeah.
Because let's say an artist grows, becomes a somebody, and say, "नहीं अभी तो सब मेरा हो रहा है." But bro, you were nothing, and that time that guy helped you. Now depends upon कोई किसी का artist कैसा होता है. Many people they change their managers time to time.
Yes.
I don't think so. Rock and I am going to change because we know that only we can tolerate each other. Like
it's a partnership.
Yeah, this very I seem to be like this, but it's very difficult to tolerate me at some points, and he knows why is he saying what he's saying, what is the so I think it's very important. And World of Vibes, he was doing World of Vibes gigs before, but he has this vision that everyone should party. That's why it's World of Vibes, no? Like, it's not restricted to India or like one country or like one genre or anything. It's vibes. It's not electronic, these names, rave culture, this and that. So it's still limited to one thing. Rave means chalo aap electronic hi kar rahe ho. And he gives me cool insights. He said, वो एक बोलता है, लोगों को ये सब genre नहीं समझता है. लोग को people understand one word, music. No one is going to come to your club, अरे क्या house music, क्या techno नहीं. अरे कितना अच्छा music था वहाँ पे. अरे क्या तू music सुन इसका. People just know that. You know the genre. That's your work. How you're going to make sure that people enjoy the music. But people are not going to understand your bass house hai, tech house hai, ya kya hai. Not going to understand that. People are there to party. लोगों के दिमाग में 1000 टेंशन चल रहे. They are coming to the clubs, enjoy and go away from there.
Yes.
Your job is to make sure they enjoy to the fullest. I totally agree with that. But I also agree that as an artist, I should make sure that everyone is happy over there, including the promoter, even the venue owner. I shouldn't do anything else which upsets them. Because these are the people who are working behind it. लोग तो उस पार्टी में उस 3 घंटे 4 घंटे के लिए आए. But an event promoter, a venue owner is there and working for the venue, and they are invested. Even in a college festival, these kids who are organizing the festival, they are doing it for like 2-3 दिन सो नहीं रहे.
Yeah, day and night just working.
एक पार्टी के लिए.
Yes.
जो 3-4 घंटे चलेगी.
Yes.
तो लोगों को तो कुछ करना ही है. But these people also, that's why I don't drink and do all that, because I know that ये लोग जो मेहनत किया है ये लोगों ने, मेरी वजह से खराब नहीं होना चाहिए.
Yes.
और कभी ऐसा नहीं बोला अरे वो क्रेटेक्स ना उसने उसके वजह सब ऐसा हो गया. So because I didn't get work for a long time.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil the one which I'm getting right now. So I make sure कि नहीं, everyone is happy. Even in that case, चलो Rock should also be happy with the show.
Yes.
ऐसा नहीं कि Rock pissed off है पूरा gig के लिए और यार सब happy है. उसमें क्या मजा है? वो भी तो खुश होना चाहिए. वो भी तो काम कर रहा है उसके लिए.
Yes.
He's also promoting the gig, पूरा venue को. So even every gigs we do, it's a partnership. We talk together, we fight together.
Disagreements होते हैं.
बहुत होते हैं. But we respect each other's disagreements.
How do you all meet halfway? Like कैसे होता है? Like when you suppose you don't agree on something, how do you all come together? How do you get on the same page?
I think sometimes he explains me why I am doing this. He explains me that something I'm in a Rock. I don't want to do this gig. This is too. I'm pissed off by this thing. He explains me. Then he says कि चलो, if you don't want to do, don't do. But see, this is going to happen. That's why I'm doing it. So he explains me very well. Even in my case, I explain him things really well. And that's the thing. We both respect each other a lot.
Since you are from the creative side, he's from the business side. So he may be a bit more practical and you're maybe a bit more emotional.
Yeah. So that happens. He sometimes अगर कुछ है ना जो नहीं मेरे विजन में आ रहा है, he okay, चलो नहीं करते, छोड़.
Okay.
So sometimes ये हो जाता है. And that's why मैं भी कभी अरे Rock, he is saying okay, I don't want to do this, but he explained चलो I'll do it. I'm doing for you. चलो I've been trusting you. I don't know कि I don't want to trust anyone else in this. So we meet at something disagreement. चलो ये करूँगा लेकिन मैं ये नहीं करूँगा फिर. हाँ चलो ये मत करो.
Like, but you know, like it's good of you for giving your manager so much credit. I think management is a thankless job. A manager does a lot. He works day and night. He works in the shadows so his artists can shine. And it's really great of you to talk so highly about your manager.
Yeah, that's very important ना, क्योंकि कितने वो दिन में अभी if we would have been here, एक second नहीं मिलता उसको call रखने के लिए. Every time someone is calling. तो I solve some of his things. So I built him a website जहाँ पे वो automate हो जाए सब कुछ. उसका मेल आ जाए उसको properly मेल पे. Then he'll call whatever, who's important, who's not important. So I try to make his job easier. Not to like make his job difficult. कि नहीं सब Rock से बात करो. नहीं, जितना हो सकता है I'll help him out to build things easier. So वो mutual understanding है. And he also does that in return. कि हाँ बाबा, you don't worry about this. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of this. So that comes very mutually within us.
Nice, yeah. Nice to know about your partnership, your friendship especially.
Yeah.
So moving on, I want to talk about traveling. Like you just recently toured Australia. How was it? Like any special memory from that tour?
Australia tour was a special thing for me because I never thought I would be doing a tour in another country for multiple cities by making this music.
And get paid for it.
And get paid for it, of course. So, this is where Rock also comes in, where he strikes deals with other promoters and all. So, it was really good to see the fans over there. Because, I have a major Marathi fan audience over there. So they were very curious to listen to me. Ki, we want Kratex, we want taking pictures. Every city show was sold out.
Wow.
Every city, like Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne was extremely sold out. And Auckland, that one was also like overpacked. Every show. And we also did a show which was a surprise show for us. Like we got it through a promoter in a underground venue in Melbourne. This was a gig for after party from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. where I played my M house and also house music together. And people still loved it. And like there were only Aussies over there. There were no Indian people. And they loved it. They loved the music and I got really good feedback over there. I was playing from 5 to 7. So I really enjoyed and I was very proud of myself ki I am able to do this. This is happening.
Yeah.
It is difficult to do a tour with your music.
Yeah. But music, don't you think is a universal language? Like even these guys...
See, you can get booked in a gig abroad to play Bollywood music, which is not yours. Because they want Bollywood music. They don't want you.
Yes.
They want Bollywood music. Because you might be a bit famous in Bollywood music, that's why they're calling you. That's not your music. That's not completely your music. Even I play remixes of Marathi, but they want me to play that music. They want my music to be present and I to be present in front of them. So that was something, because this is my final goal. I want to be a ticket selling artist. An artist who, जिसका फोटो लगा है अभी बैनर पे, तो इसके नाम पे टिकट बिक रहा है. कोई फेस्टिवल का नाम कुछ ऐसा, कुछ तो फैंसी नाम दिया है, उसकी वजह से बिक रहा है. नहीं, उसकी वजह से बिक रहा है. बिकॉज दैट्स डेविड गेटा अगेन. That guy's name is on a flyer and it's sold out.
Yes.
That is the power of an ticket selling artist. He's not dependent on anything. He did a show in a Dead Sea in somewhere in Jordan, and that was also sold out. People flew from other countries to that place for his gig. So I'm always having कि ticket selling artist बनना है. So वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मेरा वही हुआ कि नहीं, people are buying tickets for me that day. So I was very happy for all the shows. We also enjoyed a lot, and so बहुत उसके पहले प्रॉब्लम्स हुए थे. वीज़ा का इशू हुआ था, बिकॉज ऑस्ट्रेलिया वीज़ा यार इट्स अ हेडेक. आई गॉट माई वीज़ा 2-3 hours before the flight. Yeah. Actually, I had a flight one day before. I was going to Sydney and just see Sydney around. But वो एक दिन चला गया because my visa was delayed. And my visa, I woke up 5 बजे, अरे वीज़ा आ गया है तुम्हारा, चलो चलो रेडी हो जाओ. and we पट रेडी हो गए. And then we are all happy. बहुत तभी ये था, we were angry, एक दूसरे पे गुस्सा कर रहा हूँ मैं, रॉक क्या यार, क्या हो रहा है ये सब, इतना अच्छा टूर वगैरह. But yeah, everything happened smoothly. सब कुछ problem नहीं हुआ. Fans were so lovely. The hosts were so lovely. Everyone left me with a connection. Like every city has a different host.
Yeah.
So if they all treated me like I'm a family member. They didn't treat me as an artist they have called from somewhere जो आके play करके जाएगा. नहीं. They took care. एयरपोर्ट पे लैंड होने से लेके वापस ड्रॉप करने तक they were with me.
Nice.
Gave me lots of gifts कि नहीं you should. They were so happy. Everyone was so happy with them कि they bought me. So yeah, I left with like good friends.
Nice.
And it was a good relationship with them. And that's where I found out कि this Marathi music is enabling me to make house music.
Yes.
Like it's the enabler. I wanted to make house music, but मैं कुछ और बना रहा हूँ तो नहीं चल रहा है. लेकिन मैं मराठी यूज़ कर रहा हूँ. My Marathi fans are supporting me कि तू और बनाओ.
Yes.
We don't have a problem with you make house, make music, whatever. As I said, रॉक ने बोला वो म्यूजिक जानते हैं.
Yes.
उनको वो हाउस वो सब नहीं समझता. अभी तुम बना रहे हो whatever you make, they are liking it, they are dancing on it. Yes. They like it.
Yes.
ऐसा इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि नहीं उनको हाउस ही चाहिए कुछ चाहिए. तू जो बना रहा है दे लाइकिंग दैट स्पेस. सो वही ऑस्ट्रेलिया का आई came back with all good memories.
Nice.
From there.
And are you excited about your upcoming USA tour?
Yeah, of course. Like US tour तो मतलब it's a dream for every artist. Not a dream, but yeah, every artist wants a US tour. यार US में यार because you know back in the days there were like this post अभी भी जो होते हैं this US tour posters of all like you know the cities and that. Like someday I want like this. I want to be here and I make tour dates, US tour dates, and because it comes from all your my inspirations. Like David Guetta का US tour हो रहा है. Oh wow, what a flyer US tour. So वो तो है ही. And much more excited because I'll tell you a fun thing. On my Spotify stats and all my streaming stats, Australia is 9th or 10th.
Okay.
If you compare the ranks of the countries. Yeah. And still I did a sold out tour over there. US is second after India. So now I can't even imagine what is going to happen there. Because there are so many Marathi speaking people, Indian. And because of Taambdi Chaamdi, my music is accepted by everyone now. Because Taambdi Chaamdi, so many people sing Taambdi Chaamdi who don't know Marathi.
Yeah.
They like how it is. And that's why it's more easier for my Marathi fans to bring their other friends also.
Yes.
And yeah, so I don't know. I don't have words for how much excited I am for the US tour.
Talk about Taambdi Chaamdi.
Yes.
How does it feel having your track being released on Spinnin Records?
Yeah, that
over
was
15 million views and counting. Did you ever think that it would go so
that
viral?
That track wasn't made thinking that it will be a hit.
First, can you please explain me what is Taambdi Chaamdi?
So Taambdi Chaamdi means brown skin.
Okay.
Yeah. Brown means not, Taambdi means like orange.
Okay.
It's like those ginger cat color hota hai na?
Yeah,
Wo that is Taambdi. But in Marathi we say this color is also Taambdi.
Brown.
Taambdi Chaamdi. So the lyrics, the context of it, Taambdi Chaamdi, chamakte unat means it shines in the sun. And laka laka is like lak bolte hai na jo.
Yeah,
That's the sound. And I total credit goes to Shreyas.
How is it working with him, collaborating with him?
Shreyas is a very different person out of the rappers I have met so far. He's very versatile. He's open to change. He's open to नहीं रैप पे एक बीट क्यों मतलब हिप हॉप पे क्यों रैप करना है दूसरे पे भी कर सकते हैं. He's one of those guys who was okay with that. So he's open to changes. So we met in a boot camp. First of all, I didn't knew about Shreyas. So some of his fans texted me, do something with him, collaborate with him. And I heard his song Paristhiti, which is like has a cult following out there. That track I heard and I was like, this guy, who the hell is this? And he used to do a lot of shows in Pune. He stays in Pune. So he did a lot of shows. I connected with him, his producer friend also. And I arranged a boot camp, writers boot camp in Virar, in my place. A paid boot camp. I want creators to come, collaborate with each other in Marathi only. And learn from each other. I'm not going to keep a masterclass or anything. Come here, make tracks with each other. And let's see what happens.
Nice.
So I made few of scratches with Shreyas that time. And we were really happy of the way we work. Like he recorded there itself. I made a beat there on a Bluetooth speaker. Not Taambdi Chaamdi, but the other. And that track is also really good. Like the scratches were really good. So I liked how Shreyas is open-minded and thinks about things. So we used to talk to each other and vaisa hua. And then this Taambdi Chaamdi track wasn't meant for Shreyas actually.
Okay.
It was meant for other guy who's a South Indian actor whose name I cannot take. He's a big guy. So
is he tall?
No, I cannot say anything. So he's a very big guy. He got a movie later on, very big movie which I cannot say because then it's revealed. He asked me for a beat. He wanted to do a Marathi track.
Okay.
Because he liked what I'm doing in Marathi. I was like, are you okay with Marathi? Well, yeah, I'll do some hooks and all. Then I'll continue. Well, yeah, then you feel free to do your South Indian thing, Malayali thing. He's a Malayali guy. So
okay, let me connect the dots.
No, so Malayali. So like, yeah, I'll do it. So I sent him a beat, and he got busy in the movie. So it's not his fault also. Then I contacted Shreyas. Shreyas, see, I'm doing some collaboration with this guy. He's a big guy. You also put your something in it. Let's make a Marathi, Malayali house. Let's see what happens. I sent him. Well, yeah, I'll do it. And so if you notice, there's a blank part before Taambdi Chaamdi.
Yeah.
So Shreyas thought that someone would rap over there.
Okay.
That's why he rapped from a different phase.
Yeah.
Taambdi Chaamdi. He thought someone would rap here.
Yeah, in the beginning.
And I'll leave space for them and put. I think that's what he thought. That's why the place is blank. And I got that thing from Shreyas and I'm like, this is crazy. And I was like, let's do it this only. Forget that guy. Let's do our track. And I sent him that. And he made one verse. He was like, nah, I want to make one more verse. Well, okay, you make whatever. Just give me this track. I'll see kya hota hai. So he started playing it in his shows. Wahan pe he got a crazy reaction video where people are mad behind.
So he was just testing the waters that time.
Yeah, he played it in, if I'm not wrong, socials, Pune socials. Okay. First time Taambdi Chaamdi was played there.
Oh.
He played it. He sung it, and people went mad. And that video got like good attention. So I was like, I'll also play in my shows. In my shows, I didn't get that big reaction because I'm not a rapper. I'm not singing this track.
Yes.
So it's not getting that hype.
Yes.
But he wrote a line in between. Club मध्ये Kratex the Marathi वाजणारच.
Yes.
That line got crazy response in my set. So I was like, okay, I've got a good thing. Means I've got a good track which is a showstopper for me. जी club मध्ये Kratex the Marathi वाजणार. People are giving good cheer. I'm happy. I've got my something which is very original to me. Then we were, अच्छा ठीक है देख लेंगे कभी release. Then the more we played, people started texting, when are we getting this Kratex and Shreyas track? Where is this track and all that? Then we recorded a small like a reel on it, and that also quite went really well. Then we decided, chalo release kar do. But we both were unsure that will people like this in the first place? Like, what is this track? Like, this is a simple track, good track, but it's very ahead of its time. This is a house music Marathi thing where someone is rapping and there's a laka thing in between. So, but and actually, I would have spoiled the track. I told him, don't use the word Taambdi Chaamdi na. Like it's not understandable. Can you use something which is more understandable or relatable? That is what I gave my feedback. Then he told me, he gave me a very good answer to this. He said that if we are making a very new genre now, which didn't exist, then we also have the liberty to invent new words in our music.
Yes.
Which don't exist.
Yes.
That we have, lyrics wise, we have the liberty to. So I was like, okay, fair. Like, I agree to this, whatever you're saying, because even whatever I am doing is the new thing.
Yes.
So मैं भी ऐसे सोचने लगा तो कैसा. So like, let's do this. And we should put it out. And we put it out. And at that time also it didn't get that traction. थोड़ा ही ऊपर जा रहा था. Like, it got like 1,000 streams a day. But the people who were asking for that track were happy. Yeah. Finally we have it. We can listen to it. 3 महीने तक it didn't go up. 3 months it was just there. And people, even if when I played it in my sets, it didn't get that much of traction. It had like decent. But I don't know, something happened after 3 months and it suddenly started growing like this. The stream started increasing day by day,
It picked up on reels, right? People started using that on for their reels.
This is before it picked up on reels.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Maybe some big guy shared it to a big guy. I don't know what happened. Then it started picking up and got the trending arrow and everything. Then it crossed to something around 100 to 100k streams. And we were thinking, chalo, let's make a music video of this. And I have no clue. I had never made a music video in my life. This was my first music video.
Yeah.
And the directors of the music video came to one of my shows.
Okay.
They heard Taambdi Chaamdi. They contacted me. Ki, that track, whatever you have, like, can we work something together on it? And I saw some of their work, which was very decent. Okay, let's do. Then I got these content creators where I used to watch them, this Aakash and
Manish, Tejas, Aakash.
Yeah, Tejas,
bro,
Aakash.
they're too good.
So I used to see their content and I called them ki, and they also heard Taambdi Chaamdi. They're a crazy
but that's
track.
So genius, na? How, like, you thought of getting these guys involved?
Yeah, because I thought that Marathi, they have good influence in Marathi comedy, and they're funny.
Yeah.
And I want a funny video for this. Like, my people should smile at the end.
Yes.
That's my goal. So I got them and they give me the story ki we'll get our dad in this and then this is great. And I showed it to these director guys. They had a different story actually.
Okay.
So I told them, guys, let's use your story somewhere else. This is a good story I have. This is very good and decent idea. We also had disagreements from Shreyas side, from someone else. Nahi, nahi karte, wo nahi karte. But I think so... it was all about accepting some things and rejecting things.
Yes.
But I had one simple goal. I want this video to be a funny video. I don't care about anything else. I am there in the video for like 2 seconds.
Yes.
मुझे वो मैं flash कर रहा हूँ ये सब वो नहीं चाहिए. Shreyas should be there because he's singing and it would look odd if someone else is singing his part. So like Shreyas should be there, but I should be very less and there should be something going on. So we were shooting the video and these directors come in, everything happened and 80% video was shot. And then Spinnin Records texted me on Instagram ki this is a great track, we love it, we'd like to offer you. And I was like, what did just happen with me? Like, how is this guy knowing about my track? I asked him, like, how did you get
out
to
of
know?
the blue he got in touch?
Yeah, just DM on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
First I thought this is a fake profile. I showed it to Rock. He also thought it's a fake profile. Then we both came into the conclusion, no, this is a real guy. So we are like, okay, we'll go ahead, definitely. And before that, I was approached by 2-3 labels already, Indian labels. But Indian labels slow at work, so they came and won the battle. So I asked him that, how did you discover my track? So he's also a DJ. He also plays. He's a small DJ. And I played your track. I found your track somewhere. On Beatport. I played it. I liked it. So like, okay. And then, do you know why this? What is this track? No, I don't know. This is a house music track, right? So I told him, oh, this is a language called Marathi, which exists in the world, which is India's one of the most spoken language. There are 83 million Marathi speakers in the world. I started this movement, Marathi Vaajlach Pahije. He was very curiously listening to it. Okay, I didn't knew all this.
Yeah.
I didn't knew Marathi is a thing which exists in the world. He thought everyone speaks Punjabi in India, which most of the outsiders think, right?
Stereotyped.
Yeah, because वो है ही stereotype. Most of the people abroad think we speak Punjabi all the time. They don't know there's 26 different languages. So वो वहाँ पे ये सब बात हुआ and they signed it within 2 days. And these guys were still shooting the video. I told them, hello. So till yesterday this was the Indian video. From tomorrow you're going to work on a Spinnin Records video. They were like, oh, what has happened? क्या हुआ ये सब? कब हुआ ये सब? मतलब मुझे भी अभी 2 दिन पहले ही हुआ है सब. So guys, I don't want you to change your direction on whatever you're making. So no, should we reshoot this? बहुत simple लग रहा है ये सब. No. Whatever I had already shown this video, the uncut thing, to Spinnin guys. Yeah. And they said, yes, okay, this is really cool, looks very trippy and all. Nice. So I told them कि देखो इसको change मत करो कुछ भी change मत करो. I want everything to look as how you have shown me. Because they have shown the real India. Yeah. The India which is shown in music videos is all everyone wearing sarees and kurta, pajama, and we are not like that 24/7. Yeah. We are like this. We have to do normal stuff. We also go to parties. Yes. So I want like this to be shown. This uncle is coming and all. I don't care they understand it or not. They have already liked the main part. Yes. So we decided कि चलो we'll put it on Spinnin Records and everything, and then like
it blew up.
After the video it
blew
sort of like blew up.
But the music video is equally good. Like, yeah.
All thanks goes to the team, because I am not from a film, like I've seen a lot of films, but I'm not from a film making background. Yeah. I don't know how to make films. Yeah. Or to make, like, it is also film, right? Yes. It's a 2-minute film. Yes. Something has started, something has happened in the middle, and then something ends. Yeah. So, but I know how to get right people for something. Yes. Like this is what corporate has taught me. Yeah. Get how the to bring right people together and finish the job. Like make it sellable. Like don't leave it half. So I am good at that. And yes, creative differences occur when lot of creative people work. Yes. They are going to say no to a lot of things. They are going to say no, ये ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. ऐसा ही होता है. We have experience. These all things happen. But as a producer of the video, I call myself as a producer of the video, because I'm not directed or edited or anything. As a producer, I know, okay, ये जो तुम बोल रहे हो, इसमें से ये चीज़ तो गोल की तरफ नहीं जा रहा है. I know कि गोल की तरफ जाने के लिए what I need, and this is how we're going to work. Yeah. So ये करके everyone got कि हाँ चलो, we were all happy. We kept a launch event for that. We showed that on a big screen and everyone was so happy that day. Everyone loved the video. Like I saw everyone's faces and everyone was smiling. And that is what I wanted. Because when I make a video, I always feel like whenever I'll make a video, that's what my brain was functioning. Ki I don't want to teach anything to the world. I don't want to, politically satire on something or do abstract things, show abstract things to someone. This is the, what do you say? this is the symbol of life and how this goes. No. Someone is going through a bad day, मेरा वीडियो देखे 2 मिनट हंस लिया उसने ना, मेरे को बहुत है. I don't want to teach them how life works and how world works. I'm happy with that. So that's how it turned out. That's why so many kids are liking the video.
Man. Hello there. Let's take a quick break for a shameless plug. XOXO Media is a digital marketing agency that helps brands shine, whether it's influencer marketing, website development, meta ads, or photo shoots. We have got you covered. Reach out to us on Instagram at xoxo.media Pune. Now back to the episode. Let's get to discussing about your IP Nusta vibes.
Yeah.
You play exclusive music. It's the whole set is just your music.
Yeah.
How did that come to shape? Like, how did you start doing that?
So this happened in my first big gig, which was Thane. Like proper gig, like my name, I am the headliner. Of course, I was the headliner before, but it was a big gig, like 300, 400, 500 people, I don't know. So we didn't know what the format of the show is going to be. They said, okay, you play your house stuff, whatever you played in Pune, play here. That's what people want. And I had like 6-7 tracks that time. And that's what we agreed on. So this is going to be set. I was like, okay. वो तो work किया पुणे में, यहाँ पे ही work करेगा. But there was 1 week left for the show. And there were some discussions happening कि अरे ticket sale होगा क्या, ये होगा क्या, whatever. So I was like कि अगर just think, अगर मैंने पूरा set मराठी play किया, तो I am going to be the first at something. I have never been first at anything in my life. Anything. I have never won first prize award ever. So I want to be कि मेरे को like करो तो कुछ उखाड़ दो, मतलब इतना benchmark set कर दो कि मतलब ये हो ही नहीं पाएगा अभी. So I had 7 days. I made 14 tracks on those 7 days, remixes, so that I can fill in my 2-hour thing. Still I had to like repeat 2 or 3 tracks, but that's okay. Because I wanted to upload that set. I wanted to record that.
I saw that set. Also, before you get back to the story, I want to tell the viewers, please go check out Kratex's YouTube channel. You have posted a lot of sets. Yeah. And there's this one thing I want to discuss about. There's a major issue right now globally. On the dance floor, everyone is just recording videos. No one is living in the moment. But what I saw in your sets, what you've uploaded, there are rarely people holding phones. Everyone's dancing. Everyone's in the moment. And that's so fucking beautiful. It's such a major issue right now. All the big DJs in the world are talking about this. And it's happening right now. It's a rare sight. It's happening with your sets, with your performances. People are actually dancing, enjoying, and not pulling out their phones and just recording for the gram, I mean, that's
they
beautiful.
Do right now. They still do now. Or like earlier, because some of the sets are earlier, they also dance. I personally don't have a problem with people recording. Like, that's just my take on it. Many people might have a problem not living in the moment or something like that. I think that is the new technology. That is how people are going to party. You go to a football match, cricket match, everyone's recording. Even though everything is telecasted live. They want to show that I was here. I think that's the new happiness.
Yes.
Earlier, the happiness was dancing, and the definition of happiness has changed for them. If recording something is making them happy, then why not? They're doing it in my shows, right? ऐसा नहीं कि रास्ते पे कहीं पे record कर रहे हैं या कुछ कर रहे हैं. They're doing it in my show. Doing that makes them feel happy while I'm playing the track. And of course, I have to make sure that they don't do this all the time. So I play, like I have to make sure it is danceable environment. Yes. But I'm okay with whatever they do, because that's how a new generation looks at having fun. In those sets, I have seen. And even in today's set, Abibi, people dance a lot because I keep them that space or wo sab hai. So getting back to the Thane show. Yes. So I posted the Thane show. I wanted to record everything. That made me think, if I play the full Marathi set, then my first ever DJ set will be a very unique thing. If I'm going to play house and techno, there are thousands of house and techno sets out there. If someone wants to listen to house and techno, they कुछ तो दूसरा सर्च कर लेंगे, है ना, मेरा ही क्यों जाके देखेंगे. So I was like, let's do something. Let's grind this 14 for 7 days, 14 tracks. Kuch hota hai, kuch nahi, I'll make all. And everything was a surprise for these people, because they have heard Mama Chagawala on my reels, they have heard like Minchu Zawla and all these small, but the others, they were surprise after surprise after surprise.
You're dropping ideas.
These are all remixes. I'm just putting up my remixes. There are some 2-3 originals also into that. So I started with M House by releasing tracks of fusions of Marathi folk instruments and house music. No vocals. I started that with Tutari, which became really good hit. Then I started with Dholki. Then I started with Solapuri, Halgi and all these, and making tracks of that. People started loving those pieces. So वो थाने शो में देन इट हैपेंड प्रॉपरली कि एम हाउस ऐसा एस्टैब्लिश्ड हो गया कि एवरी ट्रैक नुस्ता वाइब्स कि मतलब फुल सेट इज क्रेटेक्स, एंड देन पीपल स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग अबाउट इट की अरे वो क्रेटेक्स उसका मतलब म्युझिक पुरा मराठी असतं, त्याचं अख्खं मराठी असतं. लाईक दिस आय हर्ड फॅन सेइंग दिस. सो Nusta vibes udhar se. Nusta vibes actually wasn't even my idea. There were some fans texting Nusta vibes on my comments. So like अच्छा sound कर रहा है इसको बना दो.
Great story, man. I mean, from all of your sets, the Bhadipa birthday party set is too good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pune
that energy, the vibe, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Nice. Which is your favorite club to perform at? In
favorite
Pune
club
or
the
in
one
India?
which I've already performed.
Yeah.
In Pune or anywhere?
Anywhere I can do.
It's a very tough question because the other club owners will say, "अरे ऐसा तो हमारे पे मजा नहीं आएगा तेरे को." But I think so. I'll give a very diplomatic answer in this case. It will sadly that venues no more now. Block. I have a very emotional thing over there.
They booked you for the
first time, and I was, as I said, that gig changed my life. Like I wanted to do a gig again there, but the gig is sadly, the place is not there sadly, but that venue will remain very close to my heart.
Yeah, that's a very nice venue.
Yeah, I don't know if I just step there, if it becomes again, I am not going to be a normal. I'm going to become emotional just by entering that place, because that place changed everything for me. Block, so but that place is no more.
Never say never.
Yeah, it can be. We are in Pune.
In Pune, anything is possible.
Yeah.
What is any dream collaboration you have? Like any rappers, singers, or music producers? David Guetta. One and only.
Yeah, like the person who made me change my career. I want to make a track with him someday. I don't know. Someday I'll do it.
Which is your favorite David Guetta track of all time?
Just one last time.
Okay.
And just a little more.
Okay.
Both tracks are like, every time I hear those tracks, something happens.
What advice would you like to give young artists who are up and coming?
There are no shortcuts. I have tried all of them. Doesn't work.
Do you want to talk about the difference between a DJ and a music producer? Well, a lot of people who are coming up now, they feel very amused when they see a DJ turning knobs, pushing buttons. But many of them don't know what exactly is happening.
So music producer, we can call it as a wide term because every music has a music producer. But an electronic music producer makes electronic music, which is made inside his computer. Now a rock producer will perform his music with his guitar and instruments. We don't have an instrument. Our things are made inside the computer. So DJing is an art form which helps us to perform our music, which is that art form is enabling other stuff also, like curators, music curators, weddings and all these functions where music has to be played simultaneously to keep the mood. But this is an art form we use as electronic music producers to perform our work. So that is what a gray area of DJs and music producer is. Like a DJ is a normal person who's performing weddings and all that, but a music producer is a person who has made the song, who's making the song on his computer, bringing them, but playing that with other tracks to match the vibe and to make sure that it's a good party. He's not just coming there playing one track and going. He's playing other tracks, he's merging them, he's mixing them together so that it doesn't break the flow. So that can be it's a very like long answer if we talk, but this is what I term it as.
Have you received any offers from Bollywood?
Yeah.
A little body tells me that you have received quite a few offers. Would you like to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, so I cannot disclose any one of them, but I am actively working on few. But yes, it's Marathi only.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not like I'm changing. Yeah, it can be a fusion of Hindi and Marathi. That's happened before also. Like Aika Dajiba and these tracks. Aika Dajiba is a Hindi track, but it's still termed as Marathi track because the hook is Marathi, right?
Yeah.
The entire track is Hindi.
Yeah.
So those kind of fusions where the main thing remains Marathi and the rest of things can be molded according to the project. So yeah, I cannot disclose the exact projects, but yeah, something is going.
Great. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it in the future.
Yes,
okay.
Sure you will.
I'm gonna drop a couple of DJs names. Can you describe them in one word?
Sure.
Nuclear.
One word. Risk taker.
Ritviz.
Great advisor. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Because Ritviz and I got connected way before. Ritviz was a big guy.
Ritviz is a Pune boy.
Yeah, I know. So before he was a big guy, I heard his dubstep albums where he used to produce before. And I loved them because I used to make trap. And somehow I got his number and I called him because I wanted advice in like what would I do in electronic. So I was thinking of dropping off on my college. He said, don't do that.
He did that. He dropped out of school.
Yeah, but he told me don't do that. Don't drop out of your college. Do your job. Do everything. You're not going to get so many gigs that you have to leave your things. It's going to give you financial back. At one point when you feel that okay, now I can leave everything, that time you do it. But don't do it. Don't leave your job. Don't drop out of college or anything. So that's a great advisor because if उसने नहीं दिया होता शायद drop out कर लेता मैं.
You have one thing in common with both these artists, Nuclear and Ritviz. You all of y'all have embraced your sound, and that's why y'all have succeeded so much.
Yeah.
Y'all are not looking to ape others. Y'all have taken a chance on yourself by embracing your sound.
Yeah.
And that's why like these two guys and you especially and where you're going now, your trajectory is.
Yeah.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. Taambdi Chaamdi was just the beginning.
Yeah, of course. It is.
You're the flag bearer of Marathi house music, bro.
Yeah.
And you have to take this international.
Yes, I will try my
no
level
pressure
best
though.
to do it.
No pressure.
Yeah, I understand.
John Summit.
Cool guy. I think whenever he's performing, his music is very cool. Like the definition of cool. Like I like his music really. He's a cool guy.
Simon Dunmore.
What do you call the one who preserves for a longer time? Like preserver maybe. He's preserved house music for such a long time. And that's a big I've been to defected parties recently. Defected Amsterdam. Man,
how was the experience?
I just tell you, I started the party at 11, ended at 8 in the morning. I don't need to tell about how was the experience. I partied so long. Because if there's house music, I cannot stop.
And you don't even drink, I guess.
No.
Wow.
So yeah.
That must be some party.
Yeah, defected. Like that was my first ever defected party and the best one.
Nice.
Yes.
And your favorite, David Guetta. One word. Only one word.
Legend. There's no other word which can define that guy.
What's next for you, brother?
Next, so if in realistically speaking, shows and ये तो रहेगा ही. Next, my focus is going to be collaborating with a lot of artists from different genres, from different walks, and making MOs with them. Collaborating is something I like doing. Taambdi Chaamdi is a product of collaboration. So I like to do that more because I like to bring ideas on the table and work together. That's what I love to do. So that is one. Second, I want to see how the ways I can bring people to make this kind of music. M-House. Like, I don't know how.
So you don't want to be the only person now. You want
no,
others to
of
start. Of
course, I want other people.
And you
to
want to release these tracks under your label imprint?
Even if they want to release it on their own, that's completely fine. But if they wanted to do it from me, I can like promote that track extensively and try to bring. There can be the next, like there can be a scene for this. So I don't know how could I bring more people to this. So one thing which I already did. I found that the number one problem for Marathi DJs was there was no tutorials in Marathi for making good electronic music. There are tutorials for making roadshow music maybe. So I made a tutorial series in Marathi from start to finish, like how to make a M-House track from start to finish. And I put it on YouTube.
Nice.
So this is one step I have started. Because if I see there's a problem and someone asks me ki, how would I learn, I'll just give them the link. Instead of explaining them. Second thing what I've done, I recently went to AD and I made a vlog of AD in Marathi. I'm on it. I didn't post it yet. I'm editing the thing. So that people, Marathi, these boys, girls who want to make M-House music would understand the importance of what AD is and how big this EDM world is and how big the scope is to make electronic music. Right now, I think so they're feeling that there's no scope. No one will listen to electronic music. But that's what I want to show them. So I'm taking these small steps.
This is really like good of you for doing this.
Yeah. Because I think so I cannot sit and educate hundreds of people.
Yeah, of course.
But I can inspire them to learn. Like some person inspired me, David Guetta inspired me to learn music, to understand music. So if someone is getting inspired from, because internet is free, you can just go on internet, search something. But inspiration is that one thing. I can teach even your Berkeley doesn't guarantee you like you will become a good artist. The biggest music university in the world. You need to be curious. Curiosity is something which should come within you. I cannot bring and tell you that okay, this is curiosity, take it. That is not going to happen. So I think so. If out of 100, 2 people are getting curious just by seeing what I do, then I think so they'll learn on themselves. And if they make more music, they can send it to me. I can like put aisa nahi ki whatever they are making, I'll just release it. I want to be like good music person, like because the quality is something I go for. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do more.
Nice. I would like to know the meaning behind your DJ name, Kratex.
So, there's actually everyone gets disappointed when I tell them this story. There's no meaning behind this. First of all, I had a different DJ name before, which was DJ Crush. Yeah, and I was making music and I wanted to release my first record. So there was already a DJ Crush before. So you cannot release the same name. वो issue होता है DSP पे. तो I wanted a new name जिसका domain available हो, like कि .in या .com. तो सब जैम कर रहा था. तो मैं क्रेटेक्स में जैम किया क्योंकि वो स्क्रिलेक्स और थोड़ा सा तब चल रहा था, सब स्क्रिलेक्स और ये सब नाम. क्रेटेक किया बिकॉज क्रुनाल का वो है. तो सम नेम्स आए, क्रेटेक्स लुक्स वेरी नाइस, और कुछ और भी नाम थे पर उसके डोमेन नहीं मिले. तो इसका डोमेन मिल गया मेरे को. तो आई लाइक चलो ये रखते हैं. एंड देयर इज लिटरली नो मीनिंग बिहाइंड दिस. एंड आई लाइक बिकॉज इसका कोई मीनिंग नहीं है, देन आई एम नॉट लिमिटेड. क्योंकि अब मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. अभी मैं जो करूँगा वो क्रेटेक्स का मीनिंग हो जाएगा. दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. नाउ क्रेटेक्स का कौन बोलेगा क्रेटेक्स का? अरे मराठी M-House आ जाता है ना, मराठी है, मराठी वाजलच पे M-House समथिंग आ जाता है. सो नाउ दैट नो मीनिंग हैज़ बीन फिल्ड बाय माई वर्क. विच इज़ मोर, अगर उसका कुछ मीनिंग होता तो देन आई वुड हैव बीन बाउंड, नहीं मेरा इसका मीनिंग तो ये है तो मैं ये नहीं कर सकता. दैट डजंट मेक सेंस. अभी तो कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ.
सही है.
और वो अभी उसका मीनिंग वो हो गया है तो कहीं रजिस्टर करना पड़ेगा अभी. मतलब क्रेटेक्स का मीनिंग ये है.
I want to talk about the reel Shameless ka. I keep seeing a lot of reels. Can you talk about Shameless ka?
So Shameless ka is a track I made with my friend Fenny, who I became friends with by a very weird thing because of Shreyas actually. So I told na कि Shreyas के वो reels आते थे कि where he's playing Taambdi Chaamdi, people are going mad. This is before Taambdi Chaamdi. And there was a reel of a girl I saw who tagged Shreyas and me, and she's abusing. क्या कुटला गाना है. She was saying this and I reposted that. I thought this might be some rando, कोई तो लड़की रहेगी rando ऐसी कोई जो आई है इसमें कुछ तो. Then I was like, I met her in a show and she's like this Canadian girl, Marathi girl staying in Canada. बोला अरे you remember me? बोला who are you? तो अरे that girl who was saying ना, अच्छा that's you. You don't look like, you don't sound like that person. So बोला yeah अरे यार crazy track वगैरह. And she was having a very cool personality. And I was having this कि बाबा जेवलिस का पे कुछ ट्रैक कुछ बनाएंगे हम लोग, कुछ तो ऐसा था. एंड देन आई गॉट टू नो अबाउट दिस गर्ल बिकॉज शी इज़ फ्रॉम कैनेडा, सो शी हैज़ दैट कैनेडियन एक्सेंट एंड वो मराठी भी है. तो वो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कॉम्बिनेशन है. लाइक एक मराठी में बोल रही है, इंग्लिश में भी बोल रही है, एंड शी हैज़ दैट एक्सेंट ऑल्सो विच जस्टिफाइज, इज नॉट फेक. And I was like, Jevilis ka usme, I told her ki you keep that as a hook and you build. And she made the track within like 2-3 days and sent it back to me. I loved it and I was like, let's put it out somewhere. And since I put it out, everyone is texting her Jevilis ka vagera. So yeah, now that track is getting released through again a major label, which we cannot talk.
Of course.
But yeah, it's one of the release labels I've already released on. So वो आ रहा है गाना उसका, and we are also working on the music video of it. But yeah, I thought like this word is something which no one has capitalized on. Jevilis ka. Like it's so common. Every non-Maharashtrian person also knows Jevilis ka, and it's catchy also. The song has also become catchy. So yes, excited to release it out and see what people think about it.
Great. Any future gigs you want to talk about? Any upcoming gigs?
Yeah, many gigs in December and November, but one of which is in Dubai, 23rd of November in Moksha Club, and having another baller show.
Oh, nice.
After the biggest baller show.
The first one was...
Yeah, it was
pretty
unexpected. It was so huge. Like So yeah, of course we're doing it again there because many people didn't get entries. Like I saw there was like a kilometer long line outside which who were not able to get in. That show was like really baller thing, was very emotional for me because I did gigs where I had played just for the security guard, for the bartender,
service staff,
no one in the club. And that time I used to get frustrated, and there's my best friend called Roshan. I used to call him and talk about all these frustrations. Why is no one coming to my shows? Like I cried sometimes. He was like, अरे हो जाएगा एक दिन, इतने लोग आएंगे तो पक जाएगा कि इतने लोग क्यों आ गए. And he was there at the baller show. And I cried again कि मतलब अरे यार, that thing happened now.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, then again that's why we're doing it again in baller so that everyone else also gets to enjoy it. That's on 8th of December. And there are a couple of other gigs also lined up in December. Mumbai gigs. One Mumbai gig is happening on 29th of November. It's in Club Matari, South Bombay, Worli. And yeah, many other things. Then the US tour is in Feb.
Oh, nice.
And 31st is something happening. It's I don't think so it's a public event. 31st it's a big private event.
Great.
With like limited people. It's not in the town, I guess. Yeah, these are the parties.
You've got good gigs lined up for the season.
Yeah, season is hectic. Like, but yeah, I love this.
How
like
do you deal with the traveling bit from
I think
hotel to hotel, living out of a suitcase?
so. I am. It's more like I wanted this. I'm not dealing with it. I am enjoying because I always wanted this. I always wanted to travel, do a show, again travel, do a show. So I'm not dealing with it. I'm like something I dreamt of. Now I'm getting it.
No complaints.
I'm just enjoying it. I love it. It gets dealt because I love this thing. I love traveling, meeting new people, and yeah, my family is very supportive towards this. Like since day one, my mom wasn't completely against it, but she never never said no to what I'm doing, because she knew ki he's doing a job and he's balancing it.
Yes.
So there's nothing to complain about him. He knows his responsibilities. He's not going away from his responsibilities to fulfill his passion.
Yeah.
He's handling both. So she trusts me on that. And even my wife, she's very supportive towards. She's there with me since my first ever release, since DJ Crush maybe.
Wow.
So she's from that day, and she's believed in me that this day would happen. She's already ready for this. Even like before even this thing, house thing happened, she used to say that there will be time you won't be there for years and years. Then you'll have to take care of your food and all that. So she believed this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So they never complain about. And I'm not an outgoing person at all. Like I don't go to weddings and things. Like मैं मेरे wedding पे कैसे मतलब जाना पड़ता है इसलिए गया था मैं. नहीं तो उधर भी अगर कुछ remote option होता तो I could have done. But I don't like to go in like public events, and like I'm not an outgoing person.
You like to just chill in your downtime.
Chill, have my own space, play games, do that, meet couple of people, house parties wala stuff. That's my vibe.
Do you bounce off ideas with your wife? Like, do you make her hear your tracks?
Yeah, a lot of times. When I'm like I made something like, let's say Jivli's ka, I make her listen to it. She listens to it, and she like I'm not expecting she to feedbacks from her. I just want to show it to her. And yeah, she listens to it. Aisa kuch, she's very she never makes fun of my profession. And that's what good about our relationship. We never make fun of our profession. She's also an experienced yoga instructor.
Okay.
I never make fun of her work, or she never makes fun of my work. Because in the early days when you're in college and you're doing DJing, वो typical आ जाता है. अरे DJ वाले बाबू वो सब आ जाए. She never done that. She had never done that ever. So we respect our careers a lot, and we try to boost our careers in however way possible. I try to boost her ways in getting her content of yoga out, because I have a good reach. She helps in maybe she knows someone, she'll connect me with him. So these things are very only happens when you have a supporting partner. That is very important nowadays. Yeah. Because if you don't have a supporting partner, it's going to affect your career. It's going to lose your focus on things. अरे यार ये भी करना है अरे but मुझे ये भी करना है. So yeah, because of a good family, I'm blessed with that. That's why everything is working so smoothly. And also I have a very good manager who makes sure that I am safe and I am always comfortable at my places. So things work out because all these people are supportive towards me.
Great.
They make my job easier.
Nice. How important is the role of social media in today's time for an artist?
A lot. I think I was
a non-believer first.
Yeah, like I was a very non-believer of social media. But now I look at social media as a superpower, which everyone has. Everyone has phones, right? Everyone has internet. It's a very big superpower which everyone is underestimating. If you're an artist. If you're not an artist, it's okay. You don't need to put things on social media every now and then. But if you're an artist, how will the world know what you're doing? Like my friend told me he asked me ki sodla ke kya. He said that because no one knew that I am making music. How will the world know that I'm making music? Just put out videos of you doing your work. I think now social media has become more personal. Earlier social media was very showcasing, like very glam, show the best things of things. Right now it's very personal. You show what you are doing.
Yes.
Don't show what you have achieved. Show what you're doing. Show the process to the people.
Got it.
Show, like the first video I posted, I was just sitting in my room, just a camera next to me. I didn't even edit that video. Even today when I put it, I'm just vibing. That's it. I don't edit and put 2,000 lights on it and effects and this and that. No, I don't do anything. Because people love me sitting at my house and I'm me vibing to my music. I don't even change the set or anything. Nothing. It's my messy room. Like as it is. They feel, many fans have told me, we feel that we are sitting in your room next to you while we are listening to what you're... So I think social media nowadays is... artists have to be very honest towards what they are showing.
Yeah.
If you are fake, fakeness दिख जाएगा.
Correct.
Fakeness दिखने में time नहीं लगता. Because if you are very real, that's why you see creators like these Puneet, Superstar and all blowing up, because they have both, very simple stuff they put it out. ऐसा कुछ, like they do mad stuff, but it's not highly edited or like it's cringe.
Yes.
It's cringe. It like feels some guy next to you doing it.
I mean, you can even talk about Samir Raina's new show, India's Got Latent. If you look at it, it's so basic. The setup and everything is nothing like production wise, is not that, but just the concept and just
anything. Yeah. I'm saying anything, any form. Like if you are an artist, show people how you're drawing. If you are a dancer, show people how you're dancing. Show people how you're making mistakes. I think that is what going to connect, and keep on experimenting. Put this, doesn't work, put something else. Put this, doesn't work, put something else. But be consistent at that. ऐसा नहीं 2 वीडियो डाल दिया और expecting ये 1 million blow up हो जाएगा. Or don't even put milestones on your content. 1 million जाना चाहिए, 2 million जाना चाहिए. कुछ नहीं है ऐसा. The 100 लोग को भी पता चला about this video, and what if all 100 of them are important? हो सकता है ना?
Yeah.
Like the video I mentioned you, your Pent wala video, it didn't get 1 million views. It didn't even get 20,000 views, but it reached all the important people in the industry. There might be 10,000 important people, right? And it's enough for me to get gigs. So don't put these markers that I want 1 million on this, I want 2 million on this. Of course, you can put that on your YouTube, because YouTube is a very play-driven monetization thing. But if you just want to showcase your work, just put it out. Put 10 videos, 15 videos, 30 videos, whatever you want. If you're thinking, nahi, ye thodi aisa hai. There is one thing which I think creators nowadays are misleading, कि वो music बना रहे लेकिन comedy video बना रहे. ये क्या हुआ? Like, I know if you're a comedy person, if that's translating, but everyone doesn't need to be a funny person.
Yeah.
Not necessary. Just show your work. हमेशा वो आके कुछ funny, कुछ ये करना. अगर नहीं funny workout करे, जरूरी नहीं है. Yes. Show how you are. If you are a funny person at your heart, then show your funny side. Yes. If you're not a funny person, don't need to unnecessarily be comic every time. Because if you're not comic and you're being a comic, it will reflect हो जाएगा. अरे क्या है? Cringe हो जाएगा.
I mean, being real is very important.
Being real is very important. Be real and show the world, because you never know who will see you. Social media is open to the world.
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं कि तुम वीडियो बना रहे हो बाजू के 4 लोग ही देख पा रहे.
Yeah.
सब देख सकते हैं दुनिया में. So you never know if your video is going to land up where.
Yeah.
So just put out content on social media and use it as a showcase and a networking tool. Because earlier in my days, I used to talk to each and every one of my fans. Right now, it's not possible. Easier for me, but I try to talk to whoever I see. कि चलो इन्होंने रील बनाया, स्टोरी बनाया, तो I at least react to that. Someone wrote something, so at least acknowledge that. Earlier, I should talk to my fans.
Do you have any crazy fan
many
incidents?
Many, like some are that level crazy I cannot even mention here. But I'll tell you a funny one. So fan was there, and he was very drunk. And I had a friend of mine who was wearing the same T-shirt of mine, like the Marathi Vaajlach Pahije. So he came to me. He, uh, he gave me his phone, and and he met my friend. अरे क्रेटेक्स काय गाणं वाजवतो तू यार आमचा फोटो काढ नाही and I was clicking the picture. So later maybe he realized that he got the wrong Kratex in the picture. But yeah, that was quite crazy because he knew who Kratex is, Marathi songs and all, but he was very drunk to identify who the real Kratex is.
Crazy, yeah.
And many other like crazy moments to bahut hai, but I think I get a lot of messages of crazy fans. It's not moments, but like messages which are like, how is this guy so much of a big fan, or he's just pretending to be. Taambdi Chaamdi gave me a lot of crazy fan moments because there was a couple, unka just baby hua tha, and the first word the baby said was Taambdi Chaamdi.
What?
Not mom or dad.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so that story I was like, oh shit. This is something else. So that was a very crazy moment for me because a first word from a baby's mouth is very special to their parents, and my song being that first word is next level. So yeah, there are many such crazy stories.
You never know, that kid will grow up to produce M-House music.
Yeah, I never know. Like so many kids vibing to that song I see every time, and they are like, they don't even know how to speak.
Yeah.
And they're Taambdi Chaamdi, they're moving. And I sometimes believe that how is like what is the conversation going to be between those parents and that kid after like 10 years? Like, oh, this was a song you used to listen in your childhood. Like someone's childhood memory is my song. After 10 years, 20 years, whatever. So that just makes me feel happy. Like there are many songs which are my childhood memories. My parents used to dance to this song, used to dance to this song, and now their parents used to dance to this song. So that feels really special to me.
Nice, yeah. Nice. Do you think about legacy? What legacy you want to leave behind? What do you want to do?
Yeah, that as I said, there's a world before we exist and there's a world after we exist. So the world after I exist, I think so it's a world where people look at Marathi music with respect. That was the biggest problem. Like if a Marathi person goes to a club and his song request is denied, they used to feel embarrassed. And some Punjabi guys used to dance loudly on a Punjabi track. So you feel inferior and superior. Why? Why is that? So I think so later on people should look. I'm not saying that they should bash other genre or other music languages. No. Because so many Punjabi fans come to my shows. Gujarati fans come. They like what I do. So I think so, and it makes the Marathi fans smile and be proud of them. Say, he likes our music.
Yes.
So I think so this is what I want to leave. Ki Marathi music can be played in like biggest of the biggest stages of the world, and that will happen. That's something I want to do, and I want to like work hard on that to achieve that, because only if I achieve that, then someone is going to be inspired out of it. Like you become big first, then automatically people are going to think, no, I want to be like this guy, I want to be like this guy.
You have to set a benchmark.
Yeah. So instead of like constantly like helping others, if you become big, like even the rap hip hop scene right now, because Divine is so big, everyone wants to be like him.
Yes.
Because Divine took the decision ki I will make these songs and like put like whatever his journey is.
Yes.
That's why there are many rappers who want to be like him.
Yes.
So he's not coming to the rappers and teaching them how to rap.
No.
He doesn't need to do that.
Yeah.
He just exists.
Yes.
Like David Guetta just exists, and I changed my career.
Yeah.
He didn't come and tell me that you should make electronic music or not. He just did his work. He put out his work on outside for the world to listen. One guy from India listens to it and changes his career.
Yeah.
So I think so that is something about these big artists that I aspire to do the same. That I would become that on that a level that someone is that inspired that I will also do the same thing. So that is something I want to leave behind.
Great, yeah, great. Speaking about big stages, do you have any festivals abroad that you want to perform at? Tomorrowland.
And I strongly believe I will play there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not even a surprise. I can see you performing that very soon.
Yeah, because that festival is like my entry point. Like when I watched those videos in college,
Goosebumps,
Tomorrowland, after movie,
especially the 2012,
13,
yeah, that after movie, everyone talks about.
Everyone talks about those. Like I've always wanted, like how big, like how would it feel to play here
and
like
represent India?
Yeah, like I'll someday I'll maybe play that.
We are rooting for you, brother.
Yes.
Would you like to say something?
I think like whatever conversations we have, we spoke a lot about my earlier life and my present life and how things came together. Anyone who's watching this podcast, this journey is not small. Like and whatever, if you aspire to become similar to me or maybe bigger than me or someone, this journey will take time. If you're not ready to be patient for at least 10 years, please stop doing it. Like, don't waste someone else's place who's waiting it for 10 years. So just stop doing it. Don't waste your money. Don't waste unnecessary money and try to find shortcuts in it. If you're not patient, please don't do it. Only enter into these fields like music, anything which has pinnacle and leaves legacy. Less than 10 years, if you can't do it, just don't do it.
Good advice. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Yknot, for letting us share our stories.
Yeah.
Thank you. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, you just have to say hit my music.
Yes.
3.
I have to 3,
2, 1.
Hit my music.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Dun, 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 dun. You have to do the step?
Yeah.
This is so easy, you can just sit and do this.
Kratex Marathi वाजणारा संकाश गाडीवर फिरताना कामरी स्टेजवर दिसतो
Yes.
It's a wrap, brother.
Yes. Really amazing.